I suppose I'm going to chime in on this Alex Jones story. I stopped watching the guy probably about 5 years ago when I realized that his entire his reporting on Fukushima was just sort of slotted like any other event. It made me realize he's just searching out events that dramatize in, I suppose, himself in some way. He dramatized. He was a theatrical creature that used stories to make his production more dramatic. And um, that doesn't mean to say he didn't say lay some real bombshells in front of us and reported some stuff that was, I suppose, in the truther community, there was a whole kind of euphoria of having found the archangel of truth in a guy like Alex Jones. But here's what I think was always operative in his production and the way he actually became so well known and is well known now, that it is a strategy. It was a strategy. It still is a strategy to present us with the misdeeds by the owners and to see with these operatives how far a population will accept their misdeeds. So Jones was basically reporting, I would imagine 70, 80, 90% of what is really of value to be reporting on in some way and exposing even the, uh, the lies that this world actually is, but with the intention to see how far people have come to be completely unaffected by anything around them. And when I say anything around them, meaning in the reporting, I mean it's not even around them. These reports are always from thousands of miles away. I mean, we get to hear the news about all these horrible events occurring, but they're always far away. They have nothing to do with my community, with where I live, with who I am, what I do. So we're always in the headlights of their story. And Jones was a great character to keep us in their headlights, their story. But with the idea of figuring out how far this population has gone into a complete deep sleep. And I think he was pulled, or he said, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And they pulled him off. They gave him an excuse to be off the airwaves. He'll be sipping pina coladas on the beach. He may come back. I guess these guys don't have anything to do really in their lives. They'll come back and he'll come back and do something else maybe. But he'll be on the beach sipping pina coladas because he did his job. He did his job. That's in my opinion. He's the archetypal YouTuber presence that was testing the waters for the man. And um, I suppose, you know, if a person still believes the world is what it appears to be, and if you actually liked Alex Jones, you should be convinced that the world is not what it appears to be, especially somebody like Alex Jones. So I just thought I'd throw that in there. Um, some people actually are in this medium as well, unwittingly doing exactly that, creating, not knowing it, but creating a kind of litmus test for are we in a Robespierre time, or are we just in a complete kind of passivity of, I don't know, what are those bears that eat eucalyptus, the koala bears? Is that who they are? It's like the population is just so dumbed down on eucalyptus and all the toxins and the foods and whatever all that is. It's a success story how a population can be so subdued, and throwing these morsels of obvious lies in front of that population has had absolutely no effect. And no matter how much Alex Jones, you know, he'd stand up and he started screaming and shouting about 1776. That's when I realized this was all a big put on by him. So let's rally the troops. Let's find a new Robespierre and stand on the barricades and bring out all your get out all your machetes and line them up for guillotining, right? This was his whole presentation. So I think that's my 2 cents worth on the Alex Jones scenario.